using technology to evangelize. And I think this topic is a key one because all of us get exposed to evangelism. But I want to start off with a story. And there once was a pastor in a church, and he was slowly seeing decline of membership, and he didn't know what to do. Members became less and less, and obviously, as COVID hit, things became even more difficult. And he was browsing Facebook one morning and scrolling through when he had this epiphany to use social media in order to get members involved. And as he started a page for his church and started creating stuff, sharing ideas, stories, and obviously the occasional cat video, who doesn't like those, they started to get engagement and his page started to grow, become bigger and bigger. And he started seeing a reaction not only into the church, but also the community around the church. As he's starting to find new ways to engage with people, he actually saw that not only did the engagement change, but also the face-to-face. People started coming to church more often, regularly, and saw that people knew about the church before they even asked. And you can use social media in so many ways, and it is so vast, and in every situation, it might be different. The moral of the story is social media is a very powerful tool to do evangelism. And we as a church are not using it to its full. I just want to stop there and say I am Pierre Neuhoff, the pastor of the northwestern suburbs. I studied sound engineering, new media evangelism, and worked in the production field for the first couple of years of my adult life. Then I decided to come study theology, where I continued my passion for sound training and all these things. And I'm still involved to this day to many different YouTube channels and things to get evangelism going. But I want to share these interesting statistics with you. And the statistic is that the total population in the world, 7.98 billion. Can you believe it? Sure. But 5.3 billion has access to cell phones and the internet. 5 billion people use this internet, and 4.7 billion of those uses social media. It seems like there's a big uncapped group of people that needs to be touched with what? With what? I don't want to touch them with social media. I want to touch them with what? The love of Christ. That needs to be our passion. But why do people use social media? Can I ask, why do you use social media? Can I see your hands? Why do you use social media? Find things. That's important. Find things. What do you use social media for? Sabbath vibes. I like that one. Communication. Sorry? Buy second-hand stuff. Okay, I don't know if we're going to use that one right now. When do you use social media? If you think of your life, when do you use social media? When are you on Facebook? When are you on YouTube? Instagram? Maybe when you're going to sleep, lying in bed. I don't want to say those, but some people go to the bathroom and you don't have a magazine. Facebook all the way. I'm just putting it out. That's when you use social media. We use social media to connect with people and for entertainment. That is the main reason why most people use social media. It is for entertainment. Now, if social media is for entertainment and that's why we use social media primarily, I want to ask this question. Will this be engaging? Maybe this one. Will you resonate with that image on Facebook? I see a couple of yes. Will that, let's be honest. Is it difficult? Okay. I'm gonna call a spade today. The post is very true, and that needs to be preached, but it's not relevant on social media. The audience that you're trying to connect with does not really resonate with images like that. So that is very important to see. Will it capture the attention of the audience that you're trying to reach? If your answer is no, then we need to change something. See, this is our competition. You know that image got over 15 million likes. It was the trailing image for the new Avatar movie that got released 16 December. That is our competition. An immersive, well thought out, well executed, multi-billion-dollar support industry. That is what we are competing with. Did you know that it's possible for us to actually compete with that? Definitely, because our message is of such importance and touches people's life. Doesn't matter what their background is, because who does not want to feel loved and cared for? That is our basic human need. Franklin D. Roosevelt said the only limit to our realization of tomorrow is our doubts of today. Which means, what are we imagining or thinking about the future can hold? And the time is now to start engaging on social media, to infiltrate social media with the good news of Jesus Christ, that He died on the cross for our sins. And that is supposed to be our mission. Now, I asked the question, who of you have heard of ChatGPT? So I asked ChatGPT. I had a multiple of interesting conversations with ChatGPT, but I asked it the question, what is the purpose of social media evangelism? And it said the following: the purpose of social media evangelism is to use digital platforms and technology to spread the message of the gospel and to share the love of Jesus Christ with a larger audience. The goal is to reach people who may not have been exposed through traditional forms of evangelism and connect with them in ways that is relevant to their lives and their interests. Social media evangelism can serve as a tool to building relationships and engaging in meaningful conversations with people of all walks of life. By sharing content, engaging in online conversations, believers can share their testimonies, answer questions, and offer hope and encouragement to others. In summary, the purpose of social media evangelism is to use technology to spread the gospel and reach bigger audiences, build relationship, and make an impact in people's lives in a meaningful way. Now, that is a very big and broad definition. But what do we use social media for evangelism? What is the main focus? The focus should be Matthew 28, verse 19 and 20, which says, "Go ye therefore and make disciples of all nations, tongues, and people." Now, if that is our mission, we have to touch people with the gospel message, then images that I showed earlier doesn't make an impact. Then we need to do something different. We should use social media, and it is my suggestion that we use social media to create those connections, share Jesus' love, build relationships, and not threaten, because that's something I see. Sometimes these debates on Facebook between Adventists, I don't even comment. I just scroll past. But the main purpose is to engage with people, not to chase them away. Engage with them. We should teach them the Adventist message when they come to the church. not on social media platforms. Social media platforms is to give the message, the view of the church. What are we about? And church, there's one thing that our Adventist church should be about, and that is to love one another. Love our communities, worship together, fellowship. Because the moment those things are in place, the rest follows. If you come to a church and it's warm and you have this beautiful view that you've seen on Facebook on what the church is doing, there's no way that the church cannot succeed because there is love. So if you want success in social media evangelism, you need to put in effort. You cannot go without effort. See, sometimes we want to do evangelism in an easy way. We want a shortcut, but that's one thing that we cannot do. There's no shortcuts in social media evangelism, even though it seems easy to just share a button or like something, even though that makes a very big difference. But if you want to create engaging content, you need to put in the work. There's no shortcuts in evangelism. If you put in effort, the fruit will be the result. But if you want to take a shortcut, then you get also shortcut blessings. If I can put it like that. So what do we need to do? Let me give you the recipe. There's 3 things. It is you need to define your target audience. Who are you trying to reach? And define it as small as possible to find the people that you're trying to reach. Then you need to have dedication to strive to create engaging and high-quality content and post it regularly. And then you need to stay focused and stay true to the mission that you have and not get sidetracked. Now, let me give you an example. Earlier, we had a presentation on Gen Zs. Do you know who Gen Z is? Who's Gen Z? Come, you had the presentation. Who's Gen Z? Under 24s. Okay, let me give you an interesting statistic. Did you know that Gen Zs or the under 24 don't Google anymore? They find what they want on TikTok. Did you know that? They use TikTok as a search engine. Did you know that 64% of Gen Zs use TikTok for more than 6 hours a day? So why is the church posting on Facebook? I had a talk at a matric valedictory, and I had to engage with the young people, and it was about 2 years ago. It was 2021, yeah. And I asked them, who of you have Facebook? No, not even one raised their hand. Not even one. I felt very old then. And I said, who has Instagram? Maybe 2 or 3 picked up their hands. I said, who has TikTok? Everybody. If you want to reach Gen Z generation, you need to create content that is for them engaging. So 60-second videos that's posted on TikTok. What's the topics that you need to cover? Things that are relevant to Gen Zs. One of the things that is very, very, very relevant is identity. How do I fit in? Those are important things that you need to consider when you want to reach that generation. There's so many powerful tools that you can actually use. If you have YouTube, you can download a plugin called TubeBuddy, and you can actually see the searches according to age groups, what people are looking for. And then create content based on the results that you're getting. Those tools are all available. With Gen Zs, it's also very important to note that you need to be posting regularly. You can't post once a month or on a Tuesday and then next Thursday and then you need to have a regular schedule. They want the content at regular intervals. If you post once a day, post once a day. If you post once a week, post once a week. If you post once a week, make it sure you post every Monday on the same time so that they know when to come back to your channel. It is very important that you also strive for high quality content. Not just high quality in images, but high quality in the sense that we need to make true, honest content. Gen Zs are the people group or the demographic that picks up when somebody is being fake, and they know it from far away. The moment you put up a facade, they'll know it and they'll stop engaging with you. You need to be true and honest and create content that you are passionate about and not be fake. Then they'll resonate with the content that you're making. You need to stay focused. It's so easy when you start with social media evangelism, you want newer and better cameras. And you get in the spiral of something that I read it's called gear acquirance syndrome. Start with what you have and stay true to the mission that you have. Stay true to the plan that you've set out and see how you can better the things that you already are doing. See what works. In social media evangelism, you're going to start, and some videos are going to fail miserably. Other media videos will do very well. And you're going to see, why did that one fail? Why did that one do well? And try and better the other one. See if you can create better content and see how you can engage your audience on a deeper and higher level. Our Adventist church is actually amazing with resources, and the resources for social media evangelism is already on the GC webpage. And if you Google social media evangelism, you come to this website. It's stadata.org. And did you know even all the resources, logos, video ideas, everything's already on the website, including the 10 Commandments of Digital Ministry by Justin Koo. He's actually a YouTube vlogger that has over 300,000 subscribers, and he is in active ministry on YouTube. Adventist guy. And he created this content for the church to consume and become better. I'm giving you that link because that's where I learned some of the stuff that I'm presenting here today. Social media evangelism takes effort and planning. I'm going to share with you the first commandment out of the 10 commandments. And the first commandment is, thou shalt not upload your church service to social media channels. That's the first commandment. Why? Because that's not where you're going to be getting engaged content from. Who uploads their social, who wants to be honest and share some information? Who uploads their content or church service to YouTube? Don't be shy. Okay, let me ask, what is the average view count that you get on a Sabbath? 300? View count? View count? 10? Thank you. I've seen those as well. 10, 20. Okay. Let me, I'm seeing the 302. That's a good one. I'm not bashing it. I'm saying live stream. Perfectly fine. But the members that you're watching is actually Adventists that you're getting. With social media evangelism, we're not looking at our Adventists. We're looking towards the wider audience. To get that audience, you need to do something different. To get that audience, you need to make a video that is engaging with them. And find out where it is lacking in that specific target audience and make a video according to that. And it doesn't even have to be a sermon. It could be a video of helping somebody. It could be a video that is talking about social issues. It could be a podcast dealing about what the Gen Zs are going through. And one of the biggest questions that I heard one of my friends that is a Gen Z is sexuality. Gen Zs is struggling with sexuality, but the church is quiet. If we want to be successful in social media evangelism, we need to plan, we need to make a storyboard and create videos that is laser focused on the audience that we're trying to reach. If you follow those 3 points and you go watch the 10 commandments of social media evangelism, you'll make a success of social media evangelism in your church. Remember, we're not trying to reach Adventists, we're trying to reach the world.